AITA for kicking my boyfriend out after he demanded an apology before speaking to me. I, 27F, have been dating my boyfriend, also 27, for 7 months. I'm currently going through a difficult divorce after surviving domestic and emotional abuse. And when we started dating, I was very upfront about my situation. In the beginning, things were light, fun dates, weekends away, nothing serious. But about 2 months in, he asked to move in. His family was being evicted, and I didn't want him to be homeless. I live in a co-living house with roommates and a dog, but I agreed, thinking it would be temporary. After adding him to the lease, my rent went up by $250. I also started covering almost all expenses: utilities, food, gas, dog care. He helped with some bills the first couple of months, but he was unemployed and only doing small jobs here and there. Then we adopted a second dog, which in hindsight was a huge mistake. Suddenly, I was supporting 4 living beings, myself, him, and 2 dogs, on my income alone. I asked if he could help more around the house since I work 10-hour days, study, go to therapy, and try to stay on top of everything. He agreed at first. But instead of helping, he became distant and started complaining about everything. I suggested we open a joint account just for shared expenses, so he wouldn't feel like he was taking from me. I never pressured him to contribute more than he could. Still, he grew colder. Every time I brought up the stress I was under, he turned it around, saying I was invalidating his feelings. Meanwhile, I was working 60 hours a week and covering everything, emotionally and financially. Last week, I went on a work trip. When I called to explain how to transition the dogs to their new food, he snapped at me. "What do you want?" When I asked why he was being so rude, he started yelling. I hung up and told him we could talk respectfully when he was ready. He texted saying he wouldn't speak to me unless I apologized first. When I said no, he said we wouldn't be on good terms. That was my last straw. I gave him 15 days notice and emailed property management to remove him from the lease. He says I'm throwing him on the street. So, ITA for finally putting up a boundary?